Hello Pisces, happy birthday. We're going to see what's happening in the week ahead with this lovely deck here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we're going to pull an affirmation card for you all at the end with our lovely little affirmation deck. So without further ado, Pisces, we're going to jump right on in and see what's going on in the week ahead with Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I know a lot of people are freaking out right now. There's a lot of panic energy, a lot of fear energy. So we're setting the intention here to get grounded. Wednesday, Thursday. Here's your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Pisces. There we are, my darlings. So for Monday, Tuesday, we have be true to your heart. Alrighty, my dears. So this is going to be the theme for you guys. Pisces, I have to say something to you guys. We had a full moon that just kind of passed, and we're about to have, not this week, but the week after, a new moon in Aries. And this new moon in Aries is, you know, new moons in general are about new beginnings. However, this particular new moon is going to feel a lot like a full moon for a lot of people. Full moons are usually about releasing and letting go of the past. Now, you guys are very, very sensitive to moon energies. Pisces are incredibly sensitive. So to have this come up Monday, Tuesday, it doesn't surprise me, especially with a lot of what's happening in the world right now. And a lot of people are very concerned, and a lot of fear-based things that are circulating. Pisces, a lot of you are taking it in the way where you're like, you know, like you might be thinking life is short. What's important to me? What really matters? You know, like what's going to make me happy? And so you guys have had this ongoing theme off and on in your weekly readings, where there's been a lot about making decisions, making choices. Some of you feeling very caught between two people, or very unsure of whether to stay in a situation or leave, or, you know, trying to choose between partners. You know, the energies affect us in different ways. There's, you know, well, we can't even count how many Pisces are on this planet probably. And so you all are facing these decisions in different areas of your life. But there's a lot of decisions here to be made. And so a lot of you have been putting those decisions off. But as you come into Monday, Tuesday, those of you that have still been struggling or trying to figure out what direction to go in, you're beginning to become more heart-centered. And you're becoming more in tune with your feelings. So if you're a Pisces where, say, this has felt very intense for you, and you've been trying really hard to keep yourself distracted or keep yourself busy, or you've been trying to turn your emotions off, that's not going to work this week, guys. It's not. You're going to be very in tune with your feelings, and you're going to feel like it's time for the truth, especially if there's something you've been keeping from people in your life. Now, I'm not saying this like, oh, you know, Pisces, you're being shady. I don't mean it that way. Sometimes we don't tell people what we're thinking or feeling because we're not sure how they're going to react, or how they're going to approve, or if they're going to support the decision or not. And sometimes we don't tell people how we're feeling because we're worried that they're going to take it the wrong way, or they're going to get their feelings hurt. And my peaceful Pisces, you guys are very sweet. You try not to do that. You try not to offend or hurt anybody. You want to keep situations peaceful, but you're beginning to realize that it's very important to open up, to speak the truth, and to be true to yourself, right? Like those butterfly wings and peacock feathers are really jumping out at me. You're like, you guys are just in this energy where you're like, it's time to reveal really what I want. It's time to reveal really who I am. So especially if you feel like you've been in a situation that's been robbing you of your creativity or individuality, and you've just been trying to suck it up and push through it, I feel for a lot of you, this is the week that you're finally taking those steps. This is the week that you're finally sitting somebody down and saying, listen, like, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I need. This is what I'm doing. You know, and so for some of you, it is preparing to, you know, give a resignation, or to break up with someone, or to move out of a situation, or I feel some of you are changing your major in school. You know, some of you might be deciding to go into a different major or to change what you've been studying. But there's just this sense of like you're ready to change course. You're beginning to change course this week. Your Wednesday, Thursday card is renewal of peace. We were just talking about how you guys are very peaceful, right? And so you maybe have been avoiding having certain conversations or feeling like you don't want to let anybody down, but you're being very aware of the peace that you're feeling, the inner peace that you're feeling by being open about this, by opening up and, you know, being in your truth. I feel a lot of you, once you get this off your chest, you're also going to be feeling a lot more rested. Or if you've been having sleep issues, I feel like by the middle of the week, those sleep issues are solved. They're resolved. And for a lot of you, it's because you finally have a very clear idea. Like you've either already released the truth, or you have a very clear idea of when and how you're going to go about it, and you're not giving it fear. You're not having fear about it. Now, the chipmunk is really jumping out at me, and some of you might be like, what? Why? You know, we've got this little chipmunk here. I think this is like a cute little mouse here, but the chipmunk's really jumping out at me. And the chipmunk is, you know, very resilient. The chipmunk doesn't worry about what's going to happen, or the squirrel, you know, chipmunk, squirrel, whatever you want to call it. It's ready. It just kind of goes about, it plays, it has fun, it plays with its buddies, its friends, it sees an acorn. It says, hey, that might be valuable. Let me pick it up and go stash it away for later. And so the chipmunk or the squirrel, like they're gonna thrive. They're gonna like they're prepared. So I think a lot of you also maybe have been saving for something or preparing for this change or this shift, and you might be realizing in the middle of the week where you're like, you know what, maybe I'm gonna have to budget. Maybe this is a challenging shift or a change, but I might be able to do this. I might be ready to do this. So a lot of you might be preparing for a really big financial milestone, or milestone in terms of like your independence in some way. I really feel it's linked to feeling independent financially. So you're finding a way to put those acorns away, or you're realizing you have more acorns put away than you realized. Oops, sorry, my ring hit the tripod here. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my dears, is keep your dreams alive. Okay, so stay focused, eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize. I feel for a lot of you, there's also going to be something with like quite literal dreams having like you're receiving messages in your dreams, because this galaxy energy is really jumping out at me. You see like the galaxy here, and so, and like the lightning. So to me, this is like you're kind of receiving messages from the universe or messages from spirit in your dreams, in your physical dreams. I feel some of you even feel like you're receiving some kind of blessing here, some kind of blessing like being blown upon you or breathed upon you in a symbolic or spiritual sense. So lots of information coming in terms of guidance, guiding you to this dream, guiding you to this thing, because you're beginning to realize and see that it's possible. Midweek, you're beginning to realize that it's possible. And some of you are sleeping a lot because you're receiving messages in your dreams, or you're feeling called to sleep. You're feeling like more relaxed, or you're feeling intuitive, like, you know, I need to be getting more sleep. And you are, like I said, very sensitive to moon energy. And as we get into the end of the week here, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday energy, this is the 3-day mark before the new moon. And like I said, even though it's a new moon, it's going to feel like full moon energy to a lot of people. So you might be feeling tired. You might be feeling a little bit slow. You might be feeling achy, even some of you. You know, sometimes when people are releasing energy, they can get a little achy or tired or emotional. So I feel you're having very vivid dreams. And I feel that there's a lot of epiphanies happening for you this week, Pisces, where you're beginning to see how it's possible to move ahead. It's possible to go after what you want. And it's like your need for your inner peace is becoming more important to you than being concerned how it's going to be disruptive for somebody else. So in this way, you're just kind of stepping forward and you're claiming you're claiming what is meant for you. Let's go ahead and see what your affirmation is for the week. And as always, my dears, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign, because some weeks those signs might be resonating for you more. You might need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do if you want to click on the Calendly link. Your affirmation here, my dears, is when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. So, you know how we talked about this dream? This is like, wow, confirmation. You're beginning to see that it's possible. You're beginning to realize that you can do something, or you can make your budget work about something. And you're beginning to have faith in the universe for the next step, for the transition. And so I feel a lot of you may even be feeling in your gut, especially as it gets closer to the week, you may be feeling in your gut like some kind of a miracle is coming, some kind of lucky big break is coming. Like some of you are feeling this in your soul. So this says, when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Some of you are feeling a relief because something you weren't wanting to happen is actually becoming some kind of a blessing, right? Maybe you're upset because there was a school closure, or maybe you're upset because people are going to have to work from home, or they can't work from home just yet, or there could be something happening with like the current events that you're like, oh man, great. But it might be opening up an unexpected opportunity in some way that you weren't anticipating or expecting. And you're realizing that the universe is at work for you here with that. Okay, so again, watch your moon, sun, and rising sign. If you're looking for more love information, or like a love related reading, I keep those separate on my channel. I will link a description in the description to watch the love videos and the channeled angel message. Usually I do one for each zodiac sign, but it's been crazy busy, so there's just one for everybody for March. And then April there'll be a channeled angel messages separated for the signs. And of course, my dears, for daily messages, be sure to like and follow Amethystangellight on Instagram and Facebook. Every single day I post a card of the day there and a fun little pick a card game, so take advantage of that as well. Thanks so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you an amazing week, my dears. Take care. Be well.